Hello, my name is Ricky Vo, and today we'll be talking about Parkinson's disease. I chose this topic because my grandpa had it. He unfortunately passed away when I was very young, so I didn't really know him, but I get to feel like I know what he was suffering through, and understand my family's history a lot better because of learning Parkinson's disease. Um, so the person who described or first described Parkinson's was James Parkinson, the guy on the left, in 1817 in his essay, an essay on shaking palsy. Fun fact about this guy is that his dad was actually a doctor as well, but dad passed away very early, inspiring him to become a doctor as well. Um, and Parkinson's is obviously named after James Parkinson. Um, Now, the guy on the right did not discover Parkinson's, but correct my pronunciation. Edouard Broussard in 1895 was the first person to discover that the brain was involved with Parkinson's, and we're going to see how Parkinson's and the brain are relevant with each other within the first slides. So, according to the Mayo Clinic, Parkinson's creates uncontrollable shaking within the body, less responsive muscles, causing worse posture and less movement. According to Medical News Today, they found that older people, especially within men, are more likely to develop Parkinson's. We're going to talk about inheritance a little bit later. So, what causes Parkinson's? According to the National Health Service, they state that Parkinson's is caused by a loss of nerve cells in the part of the brain called the substantia nigra, which is responsible for sending dopamine to our body. And this dopamine acts like a message to our muscles, just to say, hey, we should be doing this. And usually, when there's less than 50%, less dopamine coming into our muscles, that's when Parkinson's starts to develop and becomes more apparent. Mayo Clinic also finds that it may be because of the presence of Lewy bodies and alpha-synuclein found within these Lewy bodies as well. Furthermore, Medin Plus finds that the inheritance of Parkinson's is not common and usually unknown. However, if the LRRK2 or SNCA gene is involved, the disorder is inherited in an autosomal dominant pattern, and if the PARK7, PINK1, or PRKN gene is involved, Parkinson's disease is inherited in an autosomal recessive pattern. So all in all, it's not like a very consistent case of Parkinson's being inherited through these genes, but usually we look through those genes to see whether or not Parkinson's is involved with those genes, if that makes sense. So, unfortunately, there are no cures to Parkinson's at the moment. However, treatments do exist, which range from medicines such as levodopa, which is a natural chemical that passes into the brain and is converted to dopamine, dopamine agonists, which mimic dopamine effects in the brain, and certain inhibition medicines, which help prevent the breakdown of brain dopamine by inhibiting certain brain enzymes. There's also deep brain stimulations, where surgeons implant electrodes into a specific part of the brain, and MRI guided focused ultrasound, which is a minimally invasive treatment that has helped some people with Parkinson's disease manage their tremors. Furthermore, the image also states that physical therapy and exercise is a good way in order to treat with Parkinson's. And furthermore, as mental health becomes an ever more apparent issue, we should be focusing on mental health, as we've been discussing that the brain has a big effect, actually a huge effect, on whether or not Parkinson's is going to be developed or not. Here are my references through these links. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something new today.